Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Beautiful. Your
Beautiful
smile.
day?
That's
Yes.
great. Keep it smile.
Always. So this morning I was listening to CNN, and of course Donald Trump, he was speaking, and he was talking about the $100 billion tariff against China. Did you watch that? You
Yes.
saw that? Yeah, explain to me more about that.
You know, Donald Trump, President of the United States, a God-gifted person. Of course, he is sleeping and unconscious, and he will never understand what is orgasmic it. And the previous video which I told about the young girl, it was 21st of December. I was traveling, I was in India, and I was in Connaught Place, New Delhi. And I was going to go to my hotel, and the three-wheeler was driving. The guy, the red light comes, stops. A 7-year-old girl jumps in the back of it and comes and grabs me. I was totally cautious, and I grabbed her, and she sat down with me. The red light passed, the driver stopped, and he says to her, "Get out." I said, "No, wait a minute, just let her stay there." And I see, she says, "I'm hungry. For 3 days I have not eaten." And I tell you, as she has not eaten for 3 days, my tears are coming from my eyes. And I touched her feet. I grabbed her. And she says, "She's dirty." I said, life never become dirty. And I see her totally conscious, aware, and totally orgasmic. Because the whole hunger in his body is traveling. I can feel it in her eyes, the godliness, the love, the desire, because she wants to eat food. And we saw a guy next there who was selling fruit and vegetables mixed together. I bought 2 of them, we ate. I asked her, "What's your name?" She says, "My name is Geeta." I said, "You have a beautiful name." I said, "Where are your mom and dad?" She says, "I don't have anybody. I have been picked up by the people and they made me a beggar." Oh, I felt so that she's a slave. And that is the slavery of the society. But you know, people here, they have all the food in the world, but they are slave to their mind. Conditioning, called the conditioned unconsciousness. Donald Trump, Mitt Romney, and the guy who is Warren Buffett, they are all slave to their own self. Warren Buffett ended up with the prostate cancer, ended up with the radiation. And Mitt Romney ended up with the prostatectomy after diagnosis with the prostate cancer. And they become slave not only to themselves, but a slave to the medical system. And they got procedures done because of the money. Nothing else but the money. Dollar. And you know that $100 billion which we are talking?
Yes.
In China, the population is more than $1.4 billion. 4 billion people, 1.4 billion people. They are all hungry. The first desire we get after breathing is the life to preserve, to live. So they're all hungry, they want to eat. They are conscious. Unfortunately, people living here, from Donald Trump to all the way down, even the media, Aaron Burnett, who comes in the evening, 7 o'clock, I think, on CNN. She's a beautiful person, lively. They're all great people. But they're all dissecting this body. They're dissecting what's going on. The mind is keep on dissecting. The mind can never put together. And that little girl, Geeta, her mind was completely conscious. She was awake. And that is what we all need. All the people which we're living here, we are all lucky We have all the food. We have all the luxuries. But we have become slave to our own mind. All our desires. And what we are doing, we're killing ourselves. Reducing our life every second. And she was looking for only 10 rupees. Less than 10 cents. This pencil, I bought from her 10 pencils. For I paid her 100 rupees. That is close to $1.50. Because so she can buy food. So we are so lucky that we have everything. We have a time now to wake up. We think we got everything. We got nothing. Except the life which is vibrating and pulsating, which we have, we are destroying it every second. I know my grandchildren. I know my own children. Even my wife. But nobody pays attention. And we are looking for money. Go to a doctor, hospitals. We are getting all these things. We are destroying the whole thing. We have to wake up. But I tell you, President Donald Trump, he's a beautiful soul. He must have done all the things wrong in his life. Doesn't mean nothing. But he's not awake. My object is, I want to wake him up. He has a secretary whose name is Shaw. He's from East. Beautiful person. And you know, he has hired people from the East so they can help him. They are partially awake. But they are not totally awake. And that is the problem. He needs a person who can wake them up. And they are super intelligent. And I tell you, I can wake them up in 10 minutes. And I'd like to request them to Donald Trump's staff, Mitt Romney, Warren Buffett, to invite us so we can wake them up. I wish all of you a good day. God bless. Namaste. Amen.